Hi there everyone. So this morning the whole world woke up to what's possibly the saddest news that anyone who is a lover of film or cinema would ever hear, that the wonderful Robin Williams had died. And it was more devastating to find out that apparently it was by his own hand, it was suicide. Now, I didn't know this, and a great many people I've spoken to didn't know this, but Robin Williams suffered from depression. So the consummate funny man, the guy with the wild arms who would talk at a rapid fire pace and make you laugh for hours, was massively depressed and suffering really badly with it. And this actually upset me more than the news of his death. You see, I suffer from depression as well, and I felt that I had the need to not necessarily eulogise Robin Williams, but send a message about depression. You see, I was diagnosed with depression when I was 22. I'm 28 now, so 6 years ago, and I have struggled with it since I was actually a teenager. A combination of stress, pressure that I put on myself to succeed in whatever I do, and bullying. I was bullied for a long time, very badly, but they all led me into depression. From a teenager I was very ill, but I hid it. I learned how to hide it, and that carried on into my adult years. And after I met my wife, we started planning our wedding, the depression got worse because again I was under pressure, I was stressed, and it put me off work. I had a month on the sick, which is about as much as I could take before work stopped paying me, and it's never really gotten much better. Now, it came to a head where it got so bad and I was pushing people away. Rather than embracing people around me, I was screaming at them, telling them to leave me alone, pushing my friends and loved ones away. And because that's what I thought was the right thing to do, they shouldn't need to experience the shit that I had or that I was giving out. You know, they were better than me, they didn't deserve it. That's how I felt, and sometimes I still feel like that. And I'm going to be open and honest about it because I want to be. The news of Robin Williams' death shocked me to the point where I realise even now that I'm feeling better, I'm still hiding it. I'm still hiding when I'm in a bad mood. I'm still hiding when I'm having a low day. And worst of all, I'm still hiding it when I have suicidal thoughts. I haven't had them for a while, but I do get them from time to time. And I've never actually tried to hurt myself, but I've come close. I've come very close. And I was on medication. I convinced myself I wasn't in love anymore, and I tried to break up my marriage. I tried to destroy the best thing in my life, and I broke the heart of the woman I love. And this feels really weird talking about to a camera, but for all the people who were out there saying all these wonderful things about Robin Williams, and I've been one of them, I am one of them, the most important lesson to take from this is that if you're depressed, talk to somebody. Don't do what I do and hide it. You need to be open and honest, because it will never get better, it will only get worse. You might think you're protecting people around you by hiding it, but you're not, because inevitably you will hurt them. You will hurt them worse than you can imagine. My wife asked me this morning, why would a man who has everything in the world be so depressed that he wanted to kill himself? And the answer is really simple. Depression is indiscriminate. It's a disease, it's a sickness. But it doesn't matter whether you're rich, poor, healthy, ill, black, white, whatever. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are. If you suffer from depression, you will suffer from it. And if you let it, it'll consume you. I almost let it consume me, and I will say I'm in a better place than I've been in a long time. But I still have the days where I don't want to get out of bed. I just want to hide. I want to let the world pass me by. And as I said before, I don't really have the suicidal thoughts that much. I get them from time to time, but I've learned to self-affirm myself, to tell myself that I'm better than this, to tell myself that I'm a good person and that I deserve to live. Because that anybody who suffers from depression, that's what they need to hear. That they deserve to live, that they deserve the best in life. I hope that this video gets out there and gets to people, and people realise and open their eyes and see that depression can affect everybody. And it's really sad that it's taken the death of one of my favourite performers and one of, by all accounts, the best people in the world for people to start openly talking about depression. It's still too much of a taboo subject. It needs to be brought to a wider audience. People need to stop saying, cheer up, you'll feel better, life isn't that bad, because that's not what a person with depression needs to hear. What a person with depression needs to hear is that they're loved, they need a cuddle, and more importantly, they just need to feel wanted, and that's the biggest thing. So I'm pledging to myself, to be honest, to tell the people I love, to tell my friends, to tell you on YouTube what I feel when I feel it, and not to hide it. I want people to realise that when I'm down, I'm down, and that I don't need to be told to cheer up, that I just want someone to be available for me. You know, you can't make someone with depression talk about their problems, but at least be there in case they do. That is the biggest thing. And if you chastise them for being in a bad mood, or you tell them just to suck it up and use that British stiff upper lip, that's not going to do anything. That will make them worse, and they'll stop talking to you, then they will hide from you, and they will not allow themselves to be hurt by you, because that's what it will feel like. You might not be trying to do that, but that's what it feels like when you are told, when someone with depression is told what they should feel. A lot of people who've done tributes to Robin Williams today have made a point of saying they're not monetizing their videos, and that they don't want to make money from tragedy. And I'm the same. I'm not making money from tragedy. I refuse to. That's not me. But I am monetizing this video. Every penny from this video that I make will go straight to Mind, which is a mental health charity, and support the great work that they're doing, helping people with depression, with anxiety, with all manner of mental illnesses and disorders. So I beg of you, share this video as much as you can. Send it to as many people as possible. And if anything, you'll be getting a few pennies towards Mind to help what they do. But you might save a life. And that's, I know that sounds melodramatic, but if someone out there sees this video and realises that they're not alone, and that all they need to do is talk to somebody, talk to me, message me, I know what it feels like. But if someone sees this and it implores them to talk to somebody, then that's the most important thing in the world. So please share this video around. Don't let yourself fall victim to depression. Every penny will go to Mind. If you're depressed, talk to somebody, reach out. I've included the numbers of the Samaritans and Mind in the description, so call them, they'll be able to help. And don't let yourself become another statistic like Robin Williams has. For now, good night, Nanu Nanu.